The Black Management Forum is a 48-year-old organization that has now found itself marred in instability and leadership squabbles, with delegates in agreement that these challenges have taken away from their core mandate of accelerating the country's socio-economic transformation agenda. There's a new sheriff in town in Mpho Motsei, elected as the new president of the organization. He's the former chairperson of the BMF in Limpopo and has already hit the ground running.
We are struggling today, and we are in the situation that we are in because of lack of leadership. When we are tackling issues of economic agenda, we need to always understand from where we are sitting that we should be able to talk about leaders with integrity.
The delegates have raised concerns over the lack of empowerment, challenges with inclusive economic growth, and efforts to lift South Africans out of poverty. The Black Business Council says stability at the BMF will streamline efforts in addressing the socio-economic challenges that blocked black people from meaningfully participating in the economy.
We need then to look at what we call funds of funds, to basically create a fund that must then trigger the assistance of the skin in the game, so that black people, particularly entrepreneurs and black business and professionals, they can then utilize those funds to participate in the mainstream economy. The second part, we're then saying the Public Procurement Act the Minister of Finance must then fast track the regulation so that it can then trigger bringing what is called the set aside for black women, black youth, people living with disabilities to participate in the mainstream economy as part of the set aside, as outlined in the Act.
As part of the event, panel discussions were also held under the theme Accelerating Social Transformation, the New Black Economic Agenda. The discussion took stock of the country's policies, with the BBBEE Commissioner saying more still needs to be done to realize the effectiveness of the country's socio-economic policies.
We must create a robust system of monitoring of who is doing what, and commend those who are doing the right things, but call out those who are not doing the right things. And you spoke about fronting. This is a task that requires partnerships, very strong partnerships, alliances, and utmost vigilance.
Government has attributed the gaps to the lack of a coordinated approach, calling for concerted transformation efforts under the Government of National Unity. The Deputy Minister of Employment and Labour also took an opportunity to give an update on the government's efforts in addressing the township economy and concerns of the alleged sale of contaminated food at spaza shops.
We will be launching over 20,000 junior inspectors to conduct mass inspection across businesses. We believe that by collaborating with businesses, we can improve compliance and contribute to the overall growth in the development of our economy and the country. We are also working to improve the environment, particularly for small and medium-sized enterprise SMMEs.
The professionals also reflected on the anti-competitive practices in key economic sectors that hinder economic participation by black enterprises and the need to increase efforts in bridging the equity divide in the workplace. Delegates challenged to re-engage South Africa's transformation policies in achieving set targets towards socio-economic transformation. The new BMF management vowing to stabilize the entity for its full potential in accelerating social transformation as the new Black Economic Empowerment Agenda. SABC News in Sandton.